Sup Shredders, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to SP Reviews, where today I have the absolute pleasure of reviewing quite a few different tracks from an act named Children of the Void Nor. If we switch over to here we're on YouTube. We've got the first track of our EP, Garden of Bones here. I believe we're going to be listening through this EP, which I'm very, very happy with. If not, I'll just double check that. At the very least, we definitely will be listening through some of the stuff off of their EP Garden of Bones. So I'm very excited to hear more from Children of the Void. I've listened to their material before. I had a great time with it. Get to listen to it again. It's a good time. So we're going to listen through a mirrored dimension from start till finish along with the rest of the tracks. And we're going to hear what we think. Let's go, man. Let's do it. Oh, bassy synths. Very cinematic. Oh, very intense. It's kind of like an alarm system for the apocalypse, isn't it? Where are we going with this? I'm kind of... I'm intrigued. It's cool for an intro, though. I wasn't expecting this, to be honest. Okay, we got some modulated guitar from the new EP. Cool. Oh, it's dark. Oh, there's some very sinister overtones to this. A mirrored dimension. A tale of sentient beings. The Children of the Void. Damn, that guitar tone. That there with those power chords, those palm muted power chords, chug chug. That's what I'm looking for. That's a good time in my book, so. I love my other genres, but I love rock and metal, dude. It's kind of fun just to have this as an instrumental, to be honest with you. Nice little synth string there or something like that. There's nice little sub layer going on in the upper register.
We reach into the darkness as stars they cast light, obscuring our true vision with a burning blight.
Guy's got a real kind of gruff voice to him that I kind of dig. It matches the genre of the music really, really well. It sounds like we're going to go into tale, a dark tale, man. Dark? I need to read a thesaurus, don't I? Well, we'll get there. Really well mixed though. I like the tone of the drums with the guitars. Sounds nice and heavy. Nice bass response there.
So what was real, so everlasting bright, but tricked by mirrored walls, we lost a crucial fight.
Okay, we're rolling with this looping rhythm riff.
Now we wander in the darkness, the everlasting night. Not the children of the void, we have created our light.
It's nice that they were able to bypass the darkness, that they were able to find their own light, make their own way. Despite the struggle, you know? We're comfortable with this theme. Oh, some harmonies.
Trapped in a dimension, absent but burns and shines. The stars, they do not know that they'll burn their own demise.
Nice double tracking of those growls. Yeah, those growly vocals. I dig it. Adds a nice little bit of heaviness to it, a little bit more, gives it a bit more weight, you know? Just that extra texture there. And it's something we're developing as we go along the song as well. We're not just throwing everything at the listener at once. I appreciate that. I'm pleased with this. It's a great intro. Obviously it sets the scene for the rest of the EP, I assume.
They left us here to rot. They should know this will not stand. The millennium went by, and then they got forgot. Our might is still growing. One day soon we will break free. We're siphoning their power, answering stars will fade and believe.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Great. Setting that tone, but soon they will... What was that last line? I just want to go back a little bit and hear that out. Fade and bleed, yeah. So there's a little bit of a twist. The tables are turning I like that. It's a cool tale, dude. It was nice to have more of a story with this and to be able to get acclimatized to the world that Children of the Void are trying to put forward. I dig it. I dig it. Well done. Well done, Children of the Void. Great start to the EP, Garden of Bones, I believe it was. It sounds nice and very polished production without sort of being sterilized or anything like that. I think that this has given me a great first impression to the rest of the EP, and I look forward to what's next. I think I've got a hang of the story so far. It was nice to have that sort of through composed kind of groove with the A-B structure between instrumental parts. And we opened up a little bit with the rhythm parts and the guitar as well as we went along, which is kind of cool. We didn't stick with those palm mutes the whole time. Great job. We've got a We Light the Way now, track number 2. Oh. Whoa, they got a solo guitar. I like those guitars. They're cool, man. Nice filtered guitar off here. Are there captions for this? I can hear the vocals kind of, but here we go. Cool. We will show you the way or something like that. Children of the Void. So like the Children of the Void are trying to find a better solution than the current situation. They want to become free. They're lighting the way. They're lighting the way. And I think that you can probably compare that to a lot of different things. And I like the idea of people who are struggling finding better ways to cope with the situations they're in and finding hope and prosperity, you know? The groove on the drums, again, was very different to what we have with the previous track. It was accelerated by the rhythm bits and the riffs and the guitar and bass guitar parts. That kick is cutting, man. Hey, cool. We Light the Way. Yeah, I liked hearing the vocalist go up in his upper register for the kind of the screams, and then we had the clean vocals as well. It gave me In Flames vibes a little bit. It's great. In fact, a lot of these octave chords that we have on the guitar parts and these harmonies, they remind me a lot of In Flames, like, you know, Swedish. What is In Flames? What genre is In Flames? Oh, nice breakdown, dude. Go. Oh, cool, man. Nice particle effects with the water and stuff like that, dude. The squealies as well. I wasn't expecting this guitar solo here, and I'm going to enjoy it in a moment. But I like the more explorative kind of decisions we're making here with We Light the Way. We're not sticking with that main riff. We're kind of changing up, doing some breakdowns, exploring some other ways of showcasing the skills of the different instrumentals involved, and making this more of a progressive experience. But the guy can shred though, can't he? It's phrased nicely. It doesn't seem like it's too much. It matches the intensity of those tom fills on the drums.
So it is, found along the way, but now you are here to help the meek. Celebrating the fears of machine, of stone and dust, the air in between. I'll come from afar, son of bliss in your mind. Reanimate the people you find. Well on them to the lies. Yourself is what you will find.
Oh, dude, the guy's got great vocal technique, actually. These growls, these screams are coming through so clearly, and it doesn't seem like he's straining himself. And I have to show a lot of respect for that. It's very difficult to develop that kind of growly kind of scream technique without eviscerating your vocal cords. And Children of the Void have got it nailed, dude. And I like how everyone else has got a similar level of energy and sort of charisma the vocalist does. Everyone's just super into it by the looks of it, you know? That's why videos can be helpful. It lets you see the people involved and how much fun they're having. It's nice to have that We Light the Way as an additional bar between the times of the chorus. I think it's a nice way of splitting up the two halves and keeping things sounding fresh whilst reminding the listener of that main message. Smart move. We weren't playing with a click track, were we? And I think that's the best decision here. You have these tempo shifts, and I think that if you tried to sterilize it with a click track or something like that, it would have ruined the experience. Children of the Void don't need a click. The drummer is absolutely pocketing when he's not doing ferocious, amazing drum fills. And I just like the show of skill from the different instrumentalists as well as the singer in the song. I think it's given me a better understanding of who this band is and what they do, and I really appreciate that range. But yeah, it's a sensational guitar tone as well, dude. Like, it's difficult to get. Then again, yet they are using, like, some really sick instruments. I love the gear they're using. We got Dreamcrusher official lyric video. Concept of Dreamcrusher is a demon living inside all of us that tells us we have no worth and make us doubt ourselves. This is a kind of a thematic similarity that a lot of these tracks have. I think the children of the void are people who have been told they are not good or suffocated or sort of hidden, and they're wanting to find a way out of that darkness, to find their own light, to find their own purpose, and to make a better use of their existences. And I think that's great. Dreamcrusher. It's ferocious, eh? Wide range of different promotional materials here. We've had a music video and then like a lyric video. And then I think this might be another lyric video. It's fun, dude. I dig it. Nice amount of space with those open power chords. And there's a really, quite again, that they love their soft synth pads or something like that, or synth leads. They just kind of add an airiness to the overall experience. And I think they need to be kept subtle, because otherwise it's going to overshadow the rest of the elements.
Your fear, feel its air, creeps of your black.
Great work. Again, like, there's this sort of semi-through composed kind of vibe to this. We're not going verse, chorus necessarily, or at least it's not a straightforward set of 4 bars per time that you usually have. Pray to the Dreamcrusher. Again, we have that extra bar at the end to showcase that hook line. Smart move. Smart move, dude. I got no complaints about this track at the moment. Nice additional chug-chugs on the left and right occasionally. Hey, I got it. Cool, because I listen to some music like this, like there's bands like Vader 2.0 that I listen to fairly regularly that makes similar type of music. And I just love the fact that, like, we're doing metal like this in 2022. I appreciate the fact that we are still going hard, man. It's dope. Oh, nice. That's creepy, isn't it? I like this as a spun change. Kind of illustrates the depravity of it with this kind of begging, this talking, it's very uncomfortable, but I think that's kind of the point, you know, and I appreciate that. Music doesn't need to be nice and fluffy and friendly, you know? Music can punch you in the face repeatedly, and that's just artistic expression. That's filthy. Oh boy, that got me. That's heavy as hell, dude. It's well produced.
Adaptation.
I mean, like, the distorted guitar tone is similarly great, and like a lot of this song's... Yep. Heck yeah, man. Children of the Void. Another absolute banger. So that's more like taking the perspective of someone who is actually praying to the Dreamcrusher, you know? Let it destroy your dreams and let it make you an empty shell. I adore that. It's kind of inspirational. I think there's a kind of interesting twist here that I think that Children of the Void are trying to tell us to tell that Dreamcrusher to go F themselves, you know? I think that's the kind of groove I get from that. I think that it's a cool thing to write music about. And that song is heavy enough and energetic enough and sort of like it encourages you to get up and tell that Dreamcrusher to go away and never come back. And I adore that, man. I think that's really well thought out and really well considered. And I think this is really great music that I think a lot of people will be able to appreciate. We've got the self-titled Garden of Bones official lyric video now. Nice tom, nice snare work actually. Loading those ghost notes in there with those main ones. And the guitar harmonies and melodies on the side. Oh, cool. Lovely change in the dynamics there. Nice range. We haven't limited or compressed it too much. Good production choices, good studio choices. Triplet groove? Triplet groove. It's great. Kind of sounds like you're slow dancing through hell, to be honest. Or Valhalla, to be honest. Oh, okay. We don't usually get like groups of 5 bars into despair, but I kind of like the decision we made there creatively, artistically. I think it's surprising because you just expect it to be 4 bars, right? And it's something that catches you by surprise and forces you to pay attention to it. Oh, very subtle. So catchy little fill there, man. Okay, cool. Clean melody. We're doing that extra bar there as well. Okay, we're going back to the instrumental theme there. It's, how do I describe it? It makes you feel like getting up and sort of like moshing to it, right? Oh, the double kicks are fierce in this one, aren't they? The Garden of Bones, though, man. It's a bit sad. A bit sad to imagine that. Twelve souls are given, 1 soul is left. Oh? So is this someone crying out for help this time as opposed to the more sort of like pragmatic, we're gonna find our own light and get out of this? Or is this following off from the Dreamcrusher, I suppose? We've got some subtle harmonies on top of that here in the higher range. I think that's a smart move. Don't have them both the same loudness. Let there be a bit of depth to it. Okay. Oh, it's unsettling and... That's intense. Oh, it resolves nicely. I wasn't sure where we were going to go with that, but we've entered... They did a key change. I was not expecting that. Okay. Alright. Ghost of the past long since dead. Not being able to let go of the past mistakes. Not being able to move on. Really great decision to actually do that key change, because it doesn't happen often. So like when you do get that key change in this time of music, it's like, oh, it is uplifting. It is very vibrant. It is very kind of like, oh, let's get into this. Let's just enjoy ourselves, right? It's a fun transitory device. Nice to have the kicks in time with those chords there. Bit more loose here, but that's fine. No real complaints about it. No real complaints. Excellent. I love the lead parts in this. The lead guitar harmonies are sensational and a really nice way to finish the track off. Good job, Children of the Void. Ooh, that's a banger, dude. The self-titled off the EP is a banger, man. I really hope they make more tracks like this. It's absolutely criminal that these guys only have 26 subscribers. Go subscribe to the channel. Go subscribe to the channel. Go do that, okay? Go subscribe to the channel. We got Children of the Void, Scream featuring Hans Petter, Photosensitive People. I mean, it's been a long time since I've had a... I'm not being funny here. It's been a long time since I've had an issue with that, so it's fine. Scream official lyric video. Track number 5. Oh, straight into it. No hesitation into that catchy guitar riff, eh? They are not messing around. Straight into Scream. There's a similar texture and tonality to a lot of these different tracks, which I think allows us to appreciate and recognize their work. It'd be cool to see what they do in future alongside Garden of Bones EP. Whether they stay with this kind of music or if they explore other subgenres of metal. That was a hell of a scream. That was really sick. I don't know which part Hans Petter is at this point, but the vocalists I've heard so far have been incredible. I'd love to be able to do this kind of stuff. There's a bit of filtering on that, I think, as well, which makes it sound like they're screaming into a void, which I appreciate. Guitars are nice and bright, without being kind of scratchy. Sick guitar solo here. Sick guitar solo, dude. It was nice and short and sweet, voiced well, wasn't too much, wasn't too exorbitant, or, you know. Having that very percussive, like, vein there, just to kind of smash you in the face at the start of the chorus is a smart move. Again, it gets me every time. It catches your attention. And it contrasts really well with the more faster talky sections. Oh, that gave me a semi-spook. I like how it got these higher harmonies and guitar parts, obviously with the bass down the bottom, but it syncs well with the lower vocals there. Damn, when you stay in the soil. That vocal fry there sounds succulent. It's like a fine meal. I think it works really well at the end of the song with that last little guitar melody, with the drums building up there. This is probably one of my favorites. I'm gonna probably give this a like. I really enjoyed this one. I'll be doing reactions later tonight. I have not heard this entire song, only 20 seconds. Okay, Conan reacts. That's cool, man. That's dope. That's dope. I enjoy that. Sorry, I got distracted. That was Scream, the official lyric video by Children of the Void featuring Hans Petter. 5 from 5, absolutely bangers, dude. We got one more though, which is the next chapter official audio. So we're gonna listen through this track now to finish off, and we'll see how we go. These strings are a nice touch. I wasn't expecting strings. They sound like really, like, I don't know whether these are recorded or sampled. But whatever, it doesn't matter. It sounds great. It fits the aesthetic, the oral aesthetic we've had so far of the distorted guitars, the drums, the screaming, everything like that. It sounds like a funeral service for someone, you know? Someone who's like prayed to the Dreamcrusher too much, or someone who never came out of the soil. Like, when you think a Garden of Bones is like the name of an album, that's kind of an EP. It's kind of intense, isn't it? You're repeating that theme there. There's a B section, modulating that. A further modulation. We are gonna resolve to the boom 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 boom. Is that a minor chord? I think modulating to the minor chord. Cool, resolving that. And that was the next chapter, the instrumental song at the end of the list of 6 by Children of the Void. I'm happy with this. I'm really happy because this is the conclusion. I'll just turn my camera on. You know, Children of the Void are a band that I haven't been disappointed with. It's my kind of wheelhouse of like metal, you know, like I like the melodic sort of kind of metal here. I'm not sure what genre it is, so that's why I'm kind of flirting with what it could be. I'm not as familiar with the subgenres as I used to be. I think it doesn't really matter, does it? It's the final track off the Garden Bones EP. I like the fact that it's an indication of what is to come. I hope they do more symphonic stuff with their future arrangements. As while I enjoy the guitar, bass, drum combo, I do enjoy having, and with the vocals, I do enjoy having more than that because I'm greedy. You know? Keep elevating. Keep trying new things and see how it goes. But again, this is the conclusion, and the conclusion to this, EP Garden of Bones. I listen to this and I think, wow, this is a group of musicians who are clearly in their own zone. They're writing inspirational songs about like finding the light in the darkness, and like not giving into the Dreamcrusher. Trying to do the best you can to make the most of life and not letting it overwhelm you, and just keeping going. And it reminds you that if you just take it for granted or don't treat yourself very, very well, or let people step on you, you're gonna be in a lot of hurt. I think this is a message that a lot of people can benefit from learning or hearing about. So I think this is well considered and well thematically sound EP. They're obviously very passionate about it. The vocals, I typically go through it by the vocals were done sensationally well. I've got nothing but love for the vocalist and what they've done in regards to their technique, the clean vocals, as well as the collaborations they have with like Hans Petter or something like that. But we've not only got that, we've also got a situation where with the other instrumentalists, the guitarists, bassists, drummers as well. I mean, I've pointed out different things I appreciate about them, but this is a group where everyone can play their instruments very, very well. Not too much. It's a great collaborative performance with lots of chemistry between the band members. And with these tracks, we have lots of lovely sort of harmonies, some bone-crushing riffs, really insane sort of like fill sections, fun with time signatures and grooves and rhythms and sequences like that. We have some through composed tracks, and others are more sort of like contemporary, like, you know, verse, bridge, chorus, etc. Just for the, and most of these tracks fit in the 2 to 4 minute range, with the exception, of course, being the self-title, which is fine because that's a banger of a tune, anyways. You know, it carries itself well. I've got no real complaints about that at all. You know, the bass player, I haven't really spoken much about the bass. The bass was just lovely and supportive of the drums and the guitars as well. Great teamwork here. These are professional musicians that we're talking about here. In addition to everything else, the production was just fantastic. I love the way everything's been mixed and leveled and I appreciate the recording quality as well. The instruments are coming through nice and clearly. There's nothing that seems a little bit too quiet or a little bit too loud. The EQing and stereo panning instruments is great alongside the compression and limiting. Nothing's pumping. It's nice and loud without being overwhelming. And we are playing with a little bit of sort of like sub-layering at the volume levels as well as just a bit of like automation occasionally with those crescendos that we have, and you know, the outros where there's some filtering involved and stuff like that, and it's that next level kind of stuff that really matters in a release. This feels like something I put a lot of effort into, and I think that it's paid off. So well done to Children of the Void. Great band, great music, excellent. Thank you for the opportunity to review music. Thank you for making this music. I really wish you guys the best of luck in future. But effectively, this is my review of that's of course if they're watching this. The Children of the Void. Thank you very much for watching this review. If you liked it, please do go show Children of the Void some love via their various social medias and their YouTube page. Stay cool and stay safe, and remember, support local musicians and artists. At this point in time, as need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world, and I will catch you in the next review. Spiderhands out.